A quick chat about the Peter Pig models of the German Pak 40. I based these recently, and this is May 2025. I did these recently ready for our Berlin game on the 10th of May. We're commemorating the fall of Berlin at the last part of World War II. Now, these are Pak 40s. These are the ones in camouflage. There is a smooth, plain Pak 40 as well. This is the camouflage version, which I've got from the workshop. So you've got bits of cloth draped over the barrel to help break at the outline and bits of foliage. Now the crew I've used, I decided to use greatcoat crew because although it's May for the Berlin game, greatcoats are still very popular. You want to hang on to your decent clothing in case you get captured or a bit chilly at night time. Now what I've done with these, the gun model is metal model, it's Peter Pig. The gun shield's apart, the main barrel, 2 wheels. The trail and little plate at the front is all one casting. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts of the kit. Lovely little kit. That's a Pak 40. I've used crews of 4 or 5 figures so it looks nice. In reality there'd be about 9 men, but the others be ferrying ammunition and the like. I've done a green base with a bit of sandy stuff where the spades and the deployment has roughed the ground up. Now there's one of them. The other one's slightly different. There are small variations on the castings. Once again, there's the troops there. Notice the muzzle crew kneeling down, which is very wise so you don't get shot off or something. I've used a tuft on the scenery as well, just so it looks nice. And the actual base effect is Tetrian. It's available in the UK. It's like a filler. You do it very, very thin. You smear it over the base with a little cocktail stick. And then sprinkle sharp sand or this rough builder's sand on it. And it means when it's dry, it dry brushes really well. Dry brushing is where you put a little bit of yellow on your brush, almost get rid of all of it on a bit of spare newspaper, then sprinkle it across the top, just drag it across the top. But you do need a good quality sable flat brush to do that. And as you drag it across, it gets picked up. And visually, that little yellow looks almost like a light green, because of the way it's done. Now the bits of scenery that are roughed up by the gun trail deployment and the recoil etc, I've done a sandy or yellow ochre colour with a bit of dry brush white on it. The overall effect is, well, I think it's very nice. I mean, you may disagree. So on the Wargames table it's very clear what it is, and there's 3 guns. The basing doesn't matter too much, the size of it, because on PBI is a grid-based World War II game. That's the new PBI 2025. And on 3 guns, they got gun 9, which is pretty good in PBI. The biggest guns in PBI are 11, and the smallest are down at 4 or 5. So gun 9's above average. They're not too expensive in points in PBI because towed guns are much cheaper. However, if you're defending with guns, they can be moved around to jump and surprise people in cover, because anti-tank guns, that's their main job, to jump out and surprise people. Of course, its defence value is very poor, especially if attacked by infantry or the like. But that's PBI, so my Volkssturm will be using these on the coming Saturday. Okay, thanks very much.